Good evening and welcome to the Epic Ice Center in Fort Collins, Colorado, as we get ready for the CSU Rams to play the Metro State Roadrunners. Tonight, we have a matchup that on paper seems pretty lopsided. Metro, 5-1 in conference play, and the CSU Rams is 0-7 in their conference play and 0-11 in total play throughout the season. CSU Rams are looking for their first win tonight, but their opponent's going to be a tough one. Not a lot of opportunities for this Metro State team. And we'll see what happens for the night. As we get ready for the players to take the ice, welcome again. My name's Sean Rosenberger, joined inside Brendan Price, as we get ready to take the Rams against the Roadrunners here in a couple minutes.
Well, and Sean, one of the things you talk about is the difference between these two teams, but the last time these two teams got together was in the conference championship game back in March. CSU beat Metro State 4-3 in overtime in Westminster. So certainly I think for the visitors there's maybe a little thought of revenge, so to speak, for a lot of the returning guys. This is their first head-to-head meeting of the year, and this will be the first time of 3 head-to-head meetings over the next 5 weeks. So they're going to get to know each other right quick here down the stretch as the first semester of the school year gets ready to come to a close, as most teams obviously have December off, given that everyone's home for the holidays.
And to your point, Brendan, in that game, CSU knocked off Metro by a score of 4-3 in overtime. You have to imagine that head coach Brady Reynolds for the Metro State does have that on his mind and is looking for his players to get a strong start, get their score on the board quick and early, and just make a message for CSU and everybody else in the conference that they're not messing around this year.
Yeah, Metro State comes in 3rd in the conference rankings right now, but that's really owing, Sean, to the fact that they've played 2 fewer games than both CU and DU. And you talk about trying to get that message sent if you're Brady Reynolds and the visitors. Tonight, the big thing is they're coming off a loss in their last conference game, 3-1, or rather a loss and an overtime win in their last 2, They beat DU in overtime last Saturday, 3-2. And so I think if you're Metro State, it's about hitting that gas pedal early, hitting that gas pedal often. And for CSU, on the flip side, the record doesn't blow you away. But the thing that we've seen for the Rams is it's been a question of defense and goaltending. They've been capable scoring the puck. They have options there. It's just, I think, a matter of they don't want to find themselves in too large of a hole too early.
Absolutely, to your point, for the CSU Rams to get that spark going, they cannot wait in this game to go down for multiple score leads. They need to set the tone early and make sure that they really get into the crease of the Metro State Roadrunners, put some shots on net, set the tone early, don't fall behind like the last few games that CSU's found themselves in early 4-0, 3-0 lead, deficits early in the game.
Yeah, and to your point, I mean, that's one of those things that mentally that can wear on you as a team when you find yourselves down multiple goals, especially early often. You know, the commentary sometimes is, hey, if you're going to go down a lot, you'd rather do it early so you have time to build back into the game. But that being said, if you have the choice, that's not where you want to live anyway, no matter what part of the game you're in. And so I think tonight for the Rams, it's going to be about being strong in the defensive zone, making sure they use the glass. This Metro State defense is so active. They're so good pinching at the points that if the Rams get sloppy in their own end and you give space for guys like Soren Bredesen, Brody Ingersoll, and Ethan Koskelainen, that is trouble if you're playing Metro State. And I think for CSU on the other side, they've got to get bodies in front of Patrick Loeffler tonight. They've got to put traffic in the lanes. They need to make life difficult on the Roadrunner starting goaltender tonight.
And on the other hand, Caleb Bartholomew is going to be starting for the CSU Rams. Bartholomew, a couple games ago, had an outstanding outing against the CU Buffs, giving his team some chances, giving him some stellar saves. Tonight, the Rams need to be in there for his own zone, blocking shots, getting in the zone. That way the goaltender doesn't have to bail them out all the time.
And to your point, I mean, you mentioned it. Bartholomew, when we saw him a couple weeks ago when they played DU, again, the scoreline didn't flatter you when the night was all said and done. But at the end of the day, what you ask of your goaltending is, can you give us a shot to stay in the game? Can you steal us goals? And really, for 40 minutes, even though Bartholomew and the Rams were down 4-0 against DU after 20 minutes, it could have been 7 or 8, right? He gave them an opportunity to get some offense generated, and that's what you're going to look for from the green and gold here tonight. Give yourself an opportunity to generate offense, create, and get a few bounces here and there.
Moments away from puck drop as we get ready for the teams to take the ice. Metro State donning their red jerseys tonight, and CSU is going to be wearing their white.
I have to say, the fashion report, very favorable for both of these sides, right? Metro State with those red jerseys, the almost sand and navy blue trim. CSU, they have their white jerseys with the sand, the gold state, the diagonal text across the front, the green numbers. Very easy to read on both sides, which makes them automatic top-tier favorites up here in the broadcast booth.
And as you mentioned, as these teams take out, both of these teams looking to have hot starts. For CSU, making a statement to the opposing visitors, hey, we're not messing around, and we're not going to rely down and die, and we're going to make this game as challenging as possible. The 0-11 record is not, as you mentioned before, blowing people away. But the CSU team does have grit, and they need to show that early on and make it so that, have a fighting chance. The stale starts of the last couple games, it leaves a bad taste in your mouth as a coach, as a players, and you always looking for the next opportunity to get rid of that and leave that all behind and make a first impression. And CSU's hoping to do that tonight.
Well, and to your point, I mean, even though they didn't wind up in the win column, they were very competitive in Wyoming and Laramie a week ago. And this is one of those things where you look around and you go, hey, what are the things that you have to cross off the list that you cannot do? And the biggest thing tonight for the Rams, you cannot take penalties. You just can't do it. Again, this is a visiting side. They know well. They have so much speed. They have so much scoring capability. And that's true 5-on-5. The last thing you want to do is open up that ice and force yourself to defend down a man. And that's where, again, if you're Richard Klapko and you're the Rams, you want to be sure that you come out, you make that statement, and if anything, you limit turnovers and you limit penalties. This is a night for the Rams where they're going to have to play a very clean game. It's going to have to be very efficient, and they just aren't going to be able to make a ton of mistakes.
Hey, to your point, staying out of the box, staying disciplined in their own end, a lot of the chances that they have been giving other teams, a lot of these self-inflicted wounds, teams, bad passes in your own zone, bad passes leaving in the neutral zone, these teams gobbling up and leaving your goalie and your defenseless, leading to these goals that rack up over and over again. So CSU needs to be cleaner on their own end. They need to have a cleaner exit of their own zone, and they need to start generating chances in their own end. Time of possession for the last couple opponents for CSU has heavily been in their favor for the majority of the game, and a lot of the chances are later in the game, and at that point too far to make it a comeback. So you have to avoid those mistakes early on, and Richard Klapko is hoping to have his team on start at a fast start.
Well, and to your point there, I think one of the things that you like to see, CSU's they're a physical group. They like to play dump and chase hockey. And that's never a bad thing. You know what your philosophy is. You know what your personnel can do, and you stick to it. I think the challenge for the Rams, as you alluded to moments ago, is going to be getting that puck out of the corner, getting it back up to the blue line, and generating some of that time of possession. And that's really been, I think so far, Sean, that's been the biggest maybe item we've seen hamper the Rams offensively this year. Is they'll get the puck in deep, they'll create a first shot, but they're just not able to sustain that for opportunities 2, 3, and 4. It's very much a one and done in the offensive zone.
So CSU's looking to right the wrongs of past games, starting out strong. Both sides, fans traveled well tonight. The Roadrunners see a couple of their fans as well as CSU, and the players take their ice, and we're moments away from puck drop in the first period here at Epic Ice Center in Fort Collins.
Yeah, it's not a bad drive from Westminster to Fort Collins. It's 45 minutes, 35 if you speed, right? You just a straight shot up the 25, and you're here in Fort Collins. And obviously, hey, it's a good weekend to be a CSU Ram, right? They took the boot back in the border war last night against Wyoming on the football field, and we'll step aside for starting lineups for the national anthem and see if they can get in the win column here at Epic here tonight.
Teams make their way to the blue lines as we get set for starting lineups that Brendan mentioned, as well as the Star Spangled Banner. Star Spangled Banner behind us, 60 minutes of hockey action in front of us as the teams make their way to the center ice. Goalie matchups tonight, as earlier mentioned, Caleb Bartholomew for the Rams and Patrick Loeffler for the Metro State Roadrunners. As center ice, the refs gather the players. For your CSU Rams starting tonight, Tyler Kunkel on your left wing. Kirshner Slaw is going to be on the right wing. And taking the draw for the Rams, Tyler Shawns. For the Metro State Roadrunners, taking the draw, number 24, Tristan McLeod, as we get off and ready. As CSU wins the opening draw, sent back into the center ice, collected by Metro State. And dumped down. Tipped in, no icing here. A hit in the corner, just missed it barely. As the forward out in front, Nolan's home, back to the D partner. Dumps it down to the corner. Calderalo down there, couldn't get up into the middle of the net, and CSU collects in the corner. Tries to get it out, and collect here by McLeod in the slot. It looks at the shot right in the man in front. Bartholomew covers it up. Already some defensive zone mishaps for CSU early on, leading to Metro State chances.
Well, and that right there, Sean, that is exactly what Metro State does. They're so patient when they move around the perimeter. Bredesen had the first shot, didn't take it, knew he would get a better look down low with McLeod, and that was right in front. McLeod and Tillinghast nearly connecting for the opening tally.
Metro State wants to draw. Shot there is blocked and go all the way down to Metro State's zone. Loeffler will swing it around to the left corner. CSU there's foot. Push off there. And the puck will trickle out. This will be offside, so CSU needs to tag up. Metro State will collect it in the corner. Send it out, but a bad pass. Kind of shot wide of the net. Loeffler didn't have any danger there. In the corner, Metro State looking to get it out, but good pressure here from the Rams early on, keeping the puck in the zone. And the puck will come out, collected there. Cornett sent down to his D partner, has passed a little too far from Carlton, and Carlton will swing it up too far. And Metro State will reclaim possession. Skating into the zone, but bumped off the puck. And CSU elects to trickle it down wide. They'll get a change, and Metro State will have the puck here. Tipped out of play.
Watch out.
Face-off will come out into the center zone. So far, both sides setting the tone, finding their rhythm. CSU playing aggressively on their own offensive zone. A good start for both as Metro State loses the face-off here. Schmidt will dump the puck wide. Loeffler will come out to play it.
And again, we talked about it in the pregame. This is the first time these two teams have played this year. And so I think over the first 5 minutes, you'll see a little bit of a feeling out process where everyone figures out who's what they want to do, what's available.
As the puck is sent down behind Metro State. Not a lot of movement in the neutral zone so far for both sides. Electing to jump and chase the puck. Solkis send the puck down. Offsides as CSU has to backtrack. Metro State will take it up. Tipped in. A little bit too far. Sahudalink send the puck wide. Collected by Loeffler. Chooses to play the puck a little wide out in front. Swatted away. It was a good chance for CSU. Bishop here with the puck. Sends it down. Bumped out of the zone. Over. Sahudalink with the puck. Sends it up to the D. A little bit too much sauce on that. And we'll go all the way down. Bartholomew will take it behind the net.
Well, and that right there, there's good offensive zone time for CSU. They cycled around the perimeter.
And a turnover here. Out in front, swatted wide. And CSU will clear it out.
They're going to try and hurry a change here.
Metro State with a shot. Blocked aside by Bartholomew in the corner. Tumble down over here. As CSU starts to break out. Over, Slaw, racing for it. And the float race down to the zone. No isolating, has beat it out. And he chooses to ring it around the boards. Metro State will collect. And sends it out. Covered here. Gamble skates it in the zone, collected by his line partner. And CSU trying to get out of their zone. Good forecheck here by Metro State as they keep it in. Fleck behind it out in front. Bartholomew finds the players off. He doesn't know the puck. And a big bump here. Both players fall off. That was Bishop for CSU. Sent out in front, covered up by Bartholomew.
Watch out.
Calderado there with a chance out in front, trying to stuff it home. And some early pushing and shoving by both sides.
A little bit of a mismatched unit out there for Metro State. That was their fourth line that started that push offensively. They were able to get Tillinghast and Calderola out over the boards. So it became kind of a mishmash of the top line and the bottom line. And Bartholomew, again, having to hug that post and make the save.
CSU won the zone, but given away as Metro State's forecheck still hounding on the puck in the CSU's defensive zone, swinging around the boards. Metro State players waiting for theirs to swing around. They got caught behind the net, so CSU's able to collect, and they start the transition out. O'Brien skates it, dumps it in and tipped there. White chases it down, sends it out in front, but no one's home. That comes out in front, but Metro State's able to push the quick numbers, a quick little 2-on-1. Sent out in front, great save! And how did that puck not go in? Bartholomew is able to cover up, and I swear there was a lot of real estate in front.
That save is obscene. Cover your eyes at home. I mean, that is filthy good from Bartholomew, and that's the best goal scorer on the Roadrunners, bearing down on you at, I don't know, 30, 40 miles. I mean, Calderola was hauling it between the circles, and Bartholomew, Snow Angels in the crease. We talked about it again in the pregame, Sean. That's one of those things where you need your goaltenders to steal goals for you, and Bartholomew, give him one.
And out in there and back, battle behind the net. If that puck did go in, Brendan, I do believe that would have been called back for a kick. It seemed like Calderola might have kicked that into Bartholomew's glove. So it'd be interesting to see if that puck did go in. Now Metro Zone collects, skates a pass to center red. Bumped off. Carlton with the hit there. And we have a stoppage here.
And that's what Zach Carlson's so good at, right, is he's able to use the body. And when he can time that hit right, Sam Miller had a full head of steam coming across that left point. And Carlton was just able to disrupt him, a nice clean hip check, and that takes that opportunity and takes it right away.
McLeod there with the draw, right in front, takes a shot outside of the side of the post. Tillinghast with a great chance. Out in front, Colorado sends it over the net and out of play.
And again, there's that top line for Metro State, and it is that quick that you get Tillinghast on the near post, he rings one off the iron, and there's no rest for the weary. It's an immediate recycle, give Calderola a look down below the circles.
So Metro State getting set up in their offensive zone, getting a lot of chances here early on. CSU's looking to get this out. Bishop sends it around, but Metro State keeps it in the offensive zone. A shot here from the point. It lays there, but Bartholomew stays strong and covers up the puck.
And we saw that the last time CSU was here at home, Sean. Bartholomew likes to come out to the top of the blue paint, likes to try and cut down that angle, especially from the point. Now, the trade-off there is, man, you've got to be secure on your rebounds, because if that puck starts bouncing and rolling around, it is a gaping 6x4 that's open.
McLeod for the Roadrunners will take the draw. Schmidt for the CSU. O'Brien for CSU to take it. And Metro State will collect the faceoff. Over for Bretson, keeps it into the zone, jumps it down. Colorado out in front looking. A little bit too far, but Metro State keeps it in for now. Outman on the puck, gets bumped off right in front. And he didn't have a shot for it, but another shot from a level shot over the net. And Metro State's hounding it on. Tillinghast on the puck, sends it back. Bredesen sends a shot that's blocked to the corner.
Excellent work defensively from Taylor there. That's what you have to do. Give up the body, get in the lane.
Tillinghast here with some numbers, takes a shot, it's blockered away, but the puck lays there. Shot over the net. Calderola looking for his first goal. A couple good chances so far in this first period, and you know he's hungry for his first one for this game.
And we said it before the game. If there was one guy that was going to get on the board first for the Roadrunners, it was going to be Calderola. He has just got that knack as a scorer. He's always in goal-scoring spots.
Benish tried to keep it in, does, and Tillinghast will send it into the front. Good out here, but Colorado finds the puck. Sends it back, and a tough angle shot that's off the side of the post. And CSU will collect, and they choose to dump it off out of place. So the faceoff will still stay in CSU's zone. And Metro gets a change. Great shift from Metro's top line.
Well, and the other part of that puck going into the netting, Sean, is this is now a tired Ram group. They're not able to change.
Brendan mentioned some tired CSU's legs out there, giving him Metro's fresh bodies. Good defensive play out here. Give some chances for CSU to change. A dump in, sent on net. Looked like Bartholomew caught by surprise. Kind of bumped into the ref.
And these boards and the glass here on the blue rink at Epic, there is so much give. Anything off the boards and the glass is going to ping and bounce like crazy.
Kunkel tries to skate it in, bumped off there. So Metro State slapped this out and tipped at the red. Excuse me, no tip, and so this will be icing. CSU will get the first offensive zone draw this period.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up here. Almost 7 minutes gone in this opening frame, and the Rams still trying to generate offense. And an offensive zone faceoff, especially for a team that likes to play dump and chase hockey, that's about as good an opportunity as you can get. Expect Carlton to try and get one off the draw. He's the trigger man here on this left wing circle.
Brian wins the draw. A shot there from the point. Hits off his own man. Metro State can collect and skate it out to the zone. Pass a little bit too far wide. Brandhorst will collect and send it back to his D partner. And a block there, so the puck comes over to Carlton for a moment, and CSU will have to collect into their own zone. Skated out up for O'Brien. He skates it into the offensive zone for CSU. Puck lays there, but Metro State's able to collect and send it out.
Look out, cook out.
Benchits has some numbers. A 2-on-1, a good defensive hustle back by O'Brien to break that chance up. And CSU is able to collect and send it out.
And to your point, O'Brien made sure that he took away the pass. All Krause had was a shooting angle, and he didn't have much of one at that. Easy save. Bartholomew paddles that rebound into the corner. And, you know, all it can take is that slight disruption. And here you sit, and the Rams will go back into the offensive zone.
Icing there. And another offensive zone faceoff for CSU. Looking to get their first shot on goal.
Yeah, they've challenged Loeffler, who's had to come out of his net at times to play the puck in his own end. But to your point, they haven't put any biscuit on net yet. And this is one of those things where the longer a goaltender stays cold, the more challenging it can be to face your first shot.
Schmidt here to take the faceoff. He wins it back. CSU can set up in the offensive zone for now. Schmidt around the corner. Sends it out in front, but no one's home, so Metro State can collect a loose puck, and they'll skate it out. A little 3-on-2 action here for Metro. They send it out in front. Bartholomew there blocks it. Forechecking here. Krause, with that rush effort, sends it out. And CSU looks to dump it. And it's going to be a foot race. And no icing here. Kostalainen. Skated out. Back to Samuel Miller.
Great play in space there to defend that from Vaughn. Now you'll see the Rams are going to try and regroup, come out of their own zone. And Metro State will send 2 or 3 bodies regularly on the forecheck. They are at their best when they are punishing you in the corners, poking the puck free, and they'll try and find that trailer open at the blue line. You see kind of Miller and now Margolis are just hovering at the edge of your picture. They're waiting for that puck to come out of the tie-up.
A clearing attempt there, falls, but out in front, and he had a shot, a little skipped over his net, and now CSU can skate it out. He loses his stick, so he's playing a little soccer. He just chooses to kick it down, and Metro State can get the puck. CSU faithful there, a little bit confused of why they didn't get a call. The refs decided to play it on. As Metro State dumps it off, they're going to get some fresh bodies.
Tough break for Schmidt and the Rams coming in through the neutral zone. That could have been a 2-on-2. Turned into a 2-on-1 plus Lionel Messi.
Well, one thing you don't often see the officials have their own sticks in this game.
Just gotta clean up the lumber sale out in the neutral zone.
So some battle in the neutral zone, CSU. Outman with the puck sends it out a little bit too far wide. Metro State will collect the puck. Miller on it. Takes it behind his net. A little pressure from CSU out there. Bump off.
Steiny's got a delayed penalty. It's a cross check. Yeah, let's see who the guilty party is here. I think it looks like it might be Sam Miller.
It is. So CSU is going to get the first special team play of the night. They're going to go on their first power play. 2 minutes for Samuel Miller for a cross check, and CSU gets a chance to maybe take an early lead on the Metro State Roadrunners with this power play.
Well, and Sean, we talked about it on the other side of it in the pregame that for Colorado State, you know, you didn't want them to take any early penalties, right? Put themselves down a man. And now the inverse is true if you're the green and gold. You've got a 2-minute opportunity, got the power play, a real chance to really set something up and really get your first sustained offensive pressure of the night.
In the games that we've covered, partner, CSU Rams have not been able to have a lead in any of the games that we have watched. So a chance here for CSU to go up early with their first power play. Metro State collects the faceoff and a skate here. Quick 2-on-2. Bredesen with some speed sends it out. Tillinghast collects the puck and sends it out. So good keep away from the Metro State Roadrunner so far on this first power play. Can't have any danger if you can't get any shots on the goal.
And that is penalty killing 101 between Bredesen rushing down the right wing and Tillinghast banking the puck back into his own end. There you go, 30 seconds gone on the man advantage for CSU, and they're trying to re-enter for the first time.
Slaw will dump it down. Over to Kunkel. Here in the corner, 4-car pileup. And it comes out. Kunkel again. Over to Slaw, sends it back.
There you go.
D to D. Sends a shot. And a block before. And Calderola keeps the puck away from the CSU. Tries to clear it out, but kept in. Carlton takes a shot and saved there. Loeffler, first action he's seen tonight. Good save. CSU takes a turnaround shot, blocked out. Yeah. So the first real action Loeffler has seen tonight, does his job, sends it out of harm's way. Impressive penalty kill so far for the Roadrunners.
Yeah, and to your point there, I mean, that's the first shot on goal of the power play, first shot on goal of the night. And to your point, what Metro State does so well is Colorado State doesn't handle the puck as well at the blue line, and the Roadrunners have a lot of speed. So you see they're aggressive at the line, challenging these passes. They don't want to make life easy on the Rams who want to move it blue line to blue line.
So cross-ice shot there, blocked away by Loeffler. The puck's just laying there. Turnaround shot here, sent wide. Caught Loeffler by surprise, but no trouble as it hit the net. CSU keeps it behind their own. Possession here, back to the D. O'Brien skates the perimeter, looking for a shot, decides not to, blocked by the skates. O'Brien with the puck again, sends it out front. A shot sent over the shoulder and out of play.
And that was nifty work down low from Trevino. And what you like there from O'Brien is he took that first shot, it was blocked, got the Karam right back, and then he didn't waste any time. He said, I have an opportunity to reload for a chance, got the job done, created an opportunity, and so far, CSU continuing to challenge on the power play.
14 seconds left in this penalty kill for the Metro State. They check it out, and this is going to be out of play, so the faceoff will come back to the Metro zone. 11 seconds left on the first power play. Samuel Miller in the penalty box for a cross check, 2 minutes. Sean's here to take the faceoff, keep it in. And Metro State runs it back. Clearing attempt is kicked.
That was a breakaway saving keep from Solkis at the left point.
Absolutely. And a pass looking there over for Sleds. Blocked in, but Sleds on the puck now. Skates it around. Holds on to a turning around shot. I believe that might have off of the side of the bar.
Loeffler got a blocker to it as well.
And CSU keeps it in the zone. Penalty comes to an end, but CSU's zone time. Cross-ice pass a little bit too far for Sleds. He collected here and bumped off by Samuel Miller. And he takes the puck and skates it through center red.
Hey, sometimes
Miller?
the most dangerous part, sorry, Sean, of a penalty kill is right after you get back to full strength. Everyone's scrambling to find assignments.
Bredesen right on the shot there. The rebound wasn't collected, and it was sitting there, but good defensive effort by CSU. Bartholomew will bail you out with the first save, but CSU got to be there for the goaltender. Clear pucks away, make it so that these Metro State second rebound chances don't get pushed into the net. As a tough angle shot here is outside of the bar. Altman tried to bring it back and he's bumped off. Taylor sends it out, blocked. And he doesn't know where the puck. So CSU will bring it in out in the middle of the zone, and Metro State will start the breakout.
Flay has Fleck with him.
And then bumped off, but Flay with the pressure still on Outman. Bumped into two-man, so the puck comes to the Metro, and that just whistles wide past the glove side. And a good keep by Flay as it's in there. The puck lays, and it's out of the net. It did not go in. Great defensive effort by CSU to keep that puck out of the net. This remains a 0-0 game. CSU in the corner, bumped off, and McLeod is just looking for any CSU player he can hit right now. Set their tone, keep it in. CSU finding the stay, and ringed around. And it'll stay in. Metro State with the pressure right now after that penalty kill. So you break the penalty, but a quick 2-on-1 developing, and that is a great play by Tillinghast for a moment as he stopped a developing 2-on-1. Chaos all over the ice, and CSU sends a cross-eyed pass, but Tillinghast bumped into the CSU net. A little hello there. I'm sure some nice words were said on that collision.
Yeah, they traded Snapchat handles, and Tillinghast picked up a penalty on the way through as well. And man, going back to that save from Bartholomew, I'm not entirely convinced how much Bartholomew got of that shot compared to, I think Margolis just swept it right through the crease. And it's the aforementioned Margolis who will go to the box. And CSU will go back to the power play for the second time.
So Margolis, 2 minutes. It was a hooking call, so CSU gets to go back on the power play. 6:02 left in the first period, and another chance for CSU to take the early lead in this game. A clearing attempt kept in by CSU. This went wide.
If Calderola gets an opportunity to break out shorthanded, he's going to try it.
And a pass set in front. No one's home. So Tillinghast looking up the ice, to your point. Calderola, as you mentioned, dangles around, but great defensive stick by O'Brien to keep the ever-aforementioned Calderola away from the scoring sheet. So CSU take it out over to O'Brien. And a good deke to keep the puck. They'll bring it into the Metro State. Bumped off there, Calderola. Over to Carlton. And Carlton will take a shot. Short angle, went wide.
Yeah, Loeffler got a piece of it, held the post nicely.
CSU doing a good job of keeping it in the zone. Cornett over to Carlton. Carlton takes a shot and saved there by Loeffler. So good pressure so far from CSU's second power play chance. They weren't able to convert the first one, but a couple chances so far early on.
Well, and I like what I'm seeing on this second power play already for the Rams. You see Cornett and Carlton both on that sequence, a lot more aggressive shooting the puck. If they have a lane, they're putting the puck on net.
Sean's there for the faceoffs, fighting for the puck. It'll come out. Cornett keeps it for a moment, and that puck comes out into the play, so we do the faceoff over again.
And still half the power play left for the Rams. They had 3 shots on the man advantage their first time around. They've already picked up a couple here, and it's about continuing to sustain that pressure. The longer that the Rams hang around here in this first period, the better that the green and gold are going to feel about how things are going.
Another clear here by Metro State. Cornett will collect it and start skating out. A little pressure from the Cloud here. Cornett will overskate the puck. Now dump it off to his D partner, Carlton, rather. Back to Cornett. CSU hopes to set up in the zone again. Was unable on the first neutral time. So it comes back out, and CSU has to collect the puck. 27 seconds left on the second power play of the night for CSU. Over to Carlton. He'll skate in the zone, tries to give out run. Carlton collects the puck, keeps it. Tough angle shot, will bounce over. Kept in there. CSU looking back. And a good keep in over there. Looks out in front, the puck was there and bounced off. Yeah, Carlton overskates the puck.
By Bredesen. Sorry, Sean.
And a turnover here. As Yarma, and he scores! Send it right through the 5-hole of Bartholomew, and that one hurts for the CSU Rams.
And right after Metro State gets back to full strength, Jaramillo makes it count. A little head fake, got Bartholomew sliding left to right, just pushes the puck right through the 5-hole. And Jaramillo, who was all-conference a year ago, he's nearly a point-per-game player, finds the back of the net and gives Metro State a 1-0 lead.
Jaramillo opens up the scoring tonight for Metro State just after the power play had expired for CSU. And it's a 1-0 game for the Roadrunners. The puck comes out here. CSU keeps it in. Vaughn skates it back to Vaughn. A shot here from the point that's blocked, but it goes down and bumped out there. Metro State looking to clear it, and they do. And they push it out. A great kick to the stick. Miller takes a shot off the side of the net. And bumped off there, and Metro State looks to set up back into the CSU zone. Send around. Vaughn will collect the puck for CSU. Chooses to send it around. And Sutherlink with the puck sends it back over to Vaughn.
One of the things that Metro State does so well is when they score, they've got that quick strike ability. They are so good. When they get one, they want three.
Jaramillo, again with a shot from the point, looking for his second. Sent all the way down. Loeffler will send it over. So Metro State starts his breakout. And Outman will collect the puck for CSU. It's bumped off here for Outman clears the puck out. It'll be collected over by Benish. Benish with the puck, dumps it into the zone. Kunkel fights for it. And Slaw will skate back for it in the CSU zone. Slaw with pass over. Out for Outman. And pressured here by Metro. But he's able to clear it for a moment, but Metro keeps it in. Sent down, Outman looks gas as he can't get the puck out. A board battle here, collected by O'Brien. And Metro State with a good stick, keeps it in. A pass here is right here. And Cotterillo looks for his first goal of the night. Sent over the shoulder, great save by Bartholomew, but he's Cotterillo on the puck again. Skates into the middle of the ice, over to his D partner. Sends it down to the puck, looks for a tip, but it sits there, middle of the ice, and CSU looks to keep it out.
The Rams were lucky they didn't get hit with a trip there, as they'll finally be able to get a change. Those guys have been out on the ice for over a minute.
Hansen dumps the puck in over the corner, collected there by Sam Miller. And Miller over the Tillinghouse and sends it up a little too far for Cotterillo. And CSU right now is just, you want to get out of the period. It's a bummer already that it's a 1-0 lead. You wanted to capitalize on the power plays that you got. Now you're looking at a 1-0 deficit. Not what you were looking for at the end of the period. 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the first period as Metro State takes it behind the net out in front. The pass was there, but no Metro State was there to put it home. Tillinghouse on the puck. Skates it to the left circle. Takes a wide angle shot and gloved by Bartholomew.
And to your point, Sean, I think the danger here for Colorado State, you do not want to get caught watching the clock. Yes, you only have 59 seconds until intermission, but you've got 59 seconds till intermission. In hockey terms, that's long enough to pitch a tent, throw a barbecue, clean up, and drive home.
As a point, Richard Claplow telling his team right now, hey, let's get out of this period. Let's take the positives, and we cannot go down 2-0 late in this period as the puck gets sent over into Metro State zone.
Well, and by my unofficial calculations, I think we're going to get an extra 4 or 5 seconds since they didn't start the clock right away.
Bredesen skates the puck, dumps it down, right over to Cornett. And Cornett will send it out. Sleds skates the puck, enters the zone. Sleds with the puck, tries to use his body to get to. Bumped off nicely by Bredesen on Metro side. CSU keeps it in. Carlton with the puck, sends it down. A shot from and gloved by Loeffler.
And that play by Sleds and Bredesen in the corner, what that is, Sean, that's a little bit of experience against a guy that's still gaining experience. Bredesen, second-year blue liner for Metro State, a junior, going against the freshman Sleds, still trying to learn how you play with that body in the corner, trying to get those loose pucks. And there's Calderola again, hunting a turnover at the blue line.
The Sleds on the puck, falls down. There will be another call. Metro State's going to get hit with another tripping penalty, so this will be the third CSU penalty of the period. Well, we'll have some crossover going into the second period, but Cotterola, rather, as they get things sorted. And who is it taking?
That's going to be McLeod. So I thought they were going to call the trip because it looked like one of the Rams players cutting across the high slot had his legs swiped out from behind him. And it's McLeod ultimately for elbowing, and Brady Reynolds is elbowing his way to the front of the bench, waiting for an explanation.
16 seconds left for the first period. Metro State up 1-0 on the home team. Conversation still happening in front of it as the refs try to sort things out. O'Brien and Clift having a conversation as well.
You know, this reminds me of in Mountain West basketball. CSU's a Mountain West school, at least for another couple years anyway. In Mountain West basketball, there's a little social media joke that anytime the referees get together, they do a review. All the beat writers for the various newspapers, it's #drink, because you're guaranteed one every night. We've got ours here tonight, so check that box off the bingo card.
So, everything seems to get sorted. Conversations happening at both CSU's and Metro State's bench. Cliff explaining over to the skipper, Brady Reynolds. And CSU will get 16 seconds at another shot for the power play. Barring a goal here, there will be carryover.
And to your point, I was just going to say, what a lift this would be if the Rams could convert here right before the break, tie it up, head it into the locker room. That's exactly where you want to be.
So face-off here, swatted at LaFaller, but he missed it, but the puck was easily cleared away. Over to Carlton, 7 seconds left, takes a shot, and is blocked away. And this, as the period comes to an end, 1:43 left on the penalty. CSU will start the next period, up a man. 1-0 Metro State Roadrunners as they get the goal right after CSU's second penalty power play of the night. Jaramillo sends it 5-hole on Bartholomew as the teams heads to their respective benches and go into the locker room. Great period hockey, 1-0 Metro State over CSU.
Yeah, and to your point, Jaramillo's fourth goal of the year gives the Roadrunners the lead, but certainly to your point, I think if you're Colorado State, you've got to be thrilled with where you're at after 20 minutes. You'll get your third power play, or most of it anyway, when you come back from the intermission break. So that's a fresh sheet of ice, long change for the penalty killers. And, man, what can't you say about Caleb Bartholomew in the first period? I mean, he stole 2 goals away from the Roadrunners and maybe a bit of puck evening out on the Jaramillo goal, right? But, I mean, we talked about it in the pregame, Sean. You just want your goalie to make plays and give you a shot. Bartholomew did plenty of that through 20 minutes.
And on the other side of that, we will see you in the second period. 1-0 Metro State. We will take a break. Sean Roseman here, Brendan Price with Price Productions. We'll see you in the second period. Welcome back to the Epic Ice Center as we get ready for the second period. Metro State up 1-0 on the CSU Rams. Rams, though, however, have their third power play opportunity. A minute 43 left, carry over from the second period, as the CSU Rams hope to use this as an opportunity to level this game up and continue a momentum. What you wouldn't like to see happen for a CSU Rams fan or as a player for a go down 2-0. On the opposite end of that, Metro State, you have the lead, you want to come out, kill this penalty, and it's back to business as usual for the squad. And then you can get back to the play that you were dominating most of that period towards the end, setting up in the CSU zone, getting shots on Bartholomew with some wicked saves to keep this game a 1-0 game.
Yeah, and to your point, Sean, it's 1-0. It very well could be 3 if it wasn't for Caleb Bartholomew. Had to make a couple of fantastic saves in the opening 20 minutes. And with each power play opportunity for CSU, we've seen a better, more comfortable offensive unit for Richard Klapko and the Rams. They got 3 shots on their first power play. They got 4 on their last one. And here they're going to have a fresh sheet of ice to contend on and try and make life difficult on these Metro State penalty killers. And the other side of that, Sean, that you want to be careful of if you're CSU is Metro State scored their lone goal, getting right back, that wasn't a sentence. Let me try that over again. Metro State's lone goal came right after Colorado State got back to full strength. And so here I think, especially as the power play ticks down towards its conclusion, you want to make sure you know where everybody's at because you've got a dangerous guy in TJ McLeod waiting in the penalty box. And if he can get out and get something right out of the box, that could spell trouble.
Absolutely, and as the teams are back on the ice as we get ready for the second period face-off, a couple standout players from Metro State all over the ice. Jackson Tillinghast, Tanner Calderalo, all over the ice, almost seemingly having multiple chances on net, and Bartholomew keeping it steady for those, not allowing them on the score sheet. The lone goal scorer, Nathan Jaramillo, with the lone goal after the moments after the first penalty second penalty kill for the CSU Ram, or the Metro State, sending it 5-0 for Bartholomew. Kind of an awkward shot, a little knuckleball that caught Bartholomew by surprise right through the 5-hole, and that's the difference of this game so far.
Hey, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I think there, if you're Metro State, you're Brady Reynolds, you're certainly not going to complain if that's the lone goal you got. A little bit of a head fake, and to your point, bit of a knuckle puck gets the job done. And now for CSU, it's trying to convert on this power play and get this game tied up.
And CSU's on the power play. Metro State wins the face-off, but a puck careens off its player, and CSU can set it up in the zone. Over to O'Brien, out skate there, tries to clear it out. CSU keeps it in for a moment, and O'Brien sends it down.
Funky bounce there off the end boards.
Tees it up for a slap shot, clears it all the way, and Bartholomew will play it over to Vaughn. And Vaughn will send it around the boards, and CSU will start the break. Vaughn skates it past center red, takes it into the zone. Bumped off and momentarily sends it down. Loeffler will play the puck, slows it down. And Metro State kills more time. 55 seconds left on CSU's third power play. No shots yet in the second period. Carlton behind the net.
And so far for CSU, I think the challenge has been they've entered the zone relatively easily. They just haven't sustained anything. That cycle just hasn't really developed the way they would have liked. And so, well, they're back trying to regroup in their own end.
You got to give some credit to the Metro State defenders as they've been really excellent on their back check. And a shot here, it fluttered, and LaFave was able to block it away. A good chance there for CSU.
That was Tyler Sleds who had the opportunity, and that is a reaction save at its finest from Loeffler.
Was caught up in the air, floating like a butterfly. Loeffler was there, able to block it away. Now Metro State with transition into CSU zone, blocked off the State, and quick 2-on-1 developing. Sleds again. Moments ago, he looks, slides, takes a shot, he scores! Connor Sleds with the equalizer. CSU ties this game up 1-1.
And that is exactly what Colorado State needed, Sean. They needed to take advantage of their opportunities. They get a 2-on-1 coming back the other way right as their power play was set to expire. Sleds made no mistake, pushed that right through Loeffler, and we're right back where we started, even at Uno.
And a moment that the CSU Rams have been waiting for in the last couple games. They couldn't quite seem to get that big moment, that big chance to keep themselves in games. A lot of games fallen from them early as they find themselves between 3-0, but now a 1-1 game, and it feels like the momentum for the first time in a while is on CSU's side.
And we talked about it in the first period, Sean, as Loeffler there had to make another blocker save. The longer you let a team hang around in the game, the more they believe, the more confident they feel about what they're doing. And so now the question's going to be, how does each team respond?
And a shot there to trickle wide, a little 3-on-2 for Metro State. The puck is down there, winning to the puck. Flay takes it around, sends it behind the net a little bit too far, so it'll go up. Miller's there, keeps it in. And CSU is able to take the putt out. Kunkel over. A backhander right into LaFaller. Is Tyler Shawns with the shot with the backhand. And covered up nicely by Loeffler. So, a little pep in the CSU Rams step there. They got the tying goal. And you feel just life surging from the players and they have crawled back into this game. They didn't let the game get from them. In a 1-1 game with 17:27 left in the second period. CSU wins this faceoff. A tip here trickles wide. The Metro State will collect in the corner. But White, nice move behind it. But the puck will take it out. Tillinghast chases. And support back there and sends it out. So Metro State, Tillinghast in front, a little too far from Tillinghast as he had a step on the CSU defender. A dangerous chance for Metro State if they connected that. Puck out, Tillinghast back in front. A shot, Tillinghast. And Metro State's behind the net. Wrist shot from the point gets blocked, sent aside. And Metro State, Tillinghast around the corner. Guarded there, Carlton. And it sends back Carlton on the puck. And a big hit. And are we getting another call here?
I think the puck just hit the mesh and went out of play. But to your point, McLeod dropped Carlton behind the CSU net. And this is where your Colorado State, you got to regather. Yes, you've tied the game. Yes, you're feeling the momentum. But you've got to make sure that you don't start playing into that too much and you stay playing your game. You don't take too many chances. Don't send too many bodies beyond on the forecheck.
And I feel, as to your point, Brendan, and as the game goes on and as the players get more, the mental games start coming out, and the players who are more disciplined and have that mental extra drive, per se, will start to show. And so you want to avoid these unnecessary plays, these bad discipline. You don't want to lose the game from that. As Metro State controls the puck, but CSU is able to take it out. And pass is a little bit too far, so Metro State will clean up. Tillinghast will collect the puck in his own zone.
And all of a sudden, Sean, to your point over the last couple minutes, it's the Roadrunners that, their passing has been a little bit sloppier, a little bit chippier, puck bouncing end over end. Not really able to gather and set anything up.
And Metro State with a tough shot there. Bartholomew had to leap up, caught him in the shoulder. A save there.
Yeah, it was Chase Gamble who had that opportunity there on the doorstep. And we saw, Sean, in the first period, a very, very healthy dose of that top line for Metro State. And this is something that Brady Reynolds likes to try and do, is you'll see him start with his bottom six where he can, those third and fourth lines, so that what he's got then is a fresher number one and number two unit in the latter stages of a period. And the idea there is you can take advantage when you've got a rested top line against maybe a not as rested bottom line. That's where the Roadrunners can really make hay offensively.
Gamble here is on the puck. CSU's looking to set up in their zone. Vaughn takes a shot from the point. Lafoff covers it up. A rebound was there. He's able to cover. As the second chance was denied from the crashing CSU players.
And we talked about it in the first period, Sean. Loeffler did not face a shot in the opening 9 minutes tonight. And since then, the Rams have fed him a steady diet, and they've done it from all areas of the ice. They've been able to get some looks from the point with traffic. They've had some rebounds at the blue paint. They've taken some shots from the outside wall. So they're doing a really good job of changing up the angles on Loeffler, which makes it that much more challenging on a goaltender.
Metro State dumps it in the corner. Footlace run by the Roadrunners. They keep it in the CSU zone. Back to the D. Takes a wrist shot. A little flutters on to Bartholomew. Had to make save. Metro State beginning to work behind the net. This is where CSU has struggled as a team defending players. A lot of open space out in the front of the net, and a lot of teams have been able, as Bartholomew's out of the net, Metro State keeps it back to the deer. The move there, nicely blocked by CSU as Sean tries to send it out, but it's blocked away. Hansen on the puck, sends it around. Metro State will keep it in momentarily. CSU looks to clear, and they do. Waving. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, and we saw this a lot in the first period, Sean, where the Rams had to fend off a lot of pressure in their own zone over long periods of time. And, it's kind of like defense in basketball. It's never the first rotation that's going to get you. It's the fifth and the sixth one, and that's what the Rams are trying to fight in their own defensive zone. It's not the first shot or the second shot or the third shot. It's those fourth and fifth cross-ice efforts that can be a problem.
You have to imagine that Brady Reynolds' philosophy is with a quick 2-on-1 here, setting up. A cross-ice pass was there, but it trickled away from Metro. That was Matthew Cliff with the chance. Up at the top, a shot sent over the net. Koskalainen and a stick went flying there. That was Cole Taylor's stick that fell out. He was able to retrieve it, and CSU over here for O'Brien had it bounced away, and Sam Miller will take the puck out behind that Metro State net. Milner skates it through center red. Hamillo send out a shot wide. Jaramillo takes that with a goal scorer for tonight for Metro. And Sled's the goal scorer for CSU. Puck comes out to center red. Metro State will skate it, dumps it in, and Bartholomew tried to glove it, bouncing wide. Metro State keeps it in the zone. A little spin right there, and a slap shot off of Bartholomew's mask. And he's able to keep this a 1-1 game. A great chance coming from the left circle. And a great save when you need it for CSU.
And Tafoya put a couple of Rams in a spin cycle in the high slot.
Metro State, Armillo sends it down, and that puck jumped up. Carlton skates it out, and will dump it over to Sleds.
And what Jaramillo was trying to do there, Sean, same head fake as when he scored the first period, went pass instead of shot.
McLeod skates it through, misses the forecheck, takes it in, takes a tough angle shot. Bartholomew says no. Tillinghast sends it out in front, went through a couple players' sticks, and CSU is able to clear. Tafoya collects his puck back in his zone, and a miss it, and almost spring off for Aiden Schmidt for CSU is looking for a quick break. And right now, Aiden Schmidt's laying on top of Metro State, having great conversation. Puck goes down, and McLeod's the first there. Sends it over for Tillinghast a little bit too far. He collects it there, and he gets rocked by Sleds. Big hit in the corner. Metro State looking for a shot. It's blocked there. Didn't make it to the net.
Delayed penalty on Colorado State here, so 6-on-5.
And Lonifer goes in the net. So quick man advantage out in front, and that puck will skip wide. Metro State is going to win the foot race. So 6-on-5. Penalty coming up on CSU. 11 and 18 seconds left in the period. CSU will touch up, and we'll see who will go to the bench for the box for the penalty. So Aiden Schmidt will sit in the box.
And Sean, we played nearly 6 minutes there without a whistle. I mean, those two teams got back and forth, and both goaltenders having to make some big saves, and we talked about it early. This is a very good Roadrunner power play, not one you want to give chances to.
A big penalty kill for CSU. You do not want to take another goal from Metro State. First power play for the Roadrunners. They send out. Quick rush in the corner. Cliff Back to the D point. Over the Jaramillo. Jaramillo takes a shot, was looking for that right corner, sends it wide, and up into the boards.
Bartholomew just got a piece of that with the glove. This is the second power play unit to start for Metro State.
The big slap shot here blocked, didn't make it to the net. Jaramillo had the top right corner labeled as Bartholomew didn't make that save. So Metro skates the pass center. A good defensive play. Kunkel rather.
That's smart play by Kunkel too. Made the stick check at the line, knew he could get off for a change and got a fresh body out there.
Tillinghast with a shot there, blocked away by Bartholomew. And then another penalty coming out. You cannot take that opportunity. Luke Hansen with a shove behind the neck. The refs are going to call that. And now Metro State's going to be looking at a 5-on-3 power play for the next 59 seconds. Not a mistake you do not want to take as Luke Hansen skates to the box.
Yeah, and the challenge there for Hansen was Tillinghast was right in his way to go pick up the puck behind the Ram net. And, you know, it's second nature, right? You see the body. It's a physical CSU team. They want to play the man. And so Hansen blows up Tillinghast right in front of the referee, sees the arms extended. It's a cross-check, and now it's 5-on-3 for nearly a minute.
Big moment in this game. Metro sets up for the 5-on-3. Miller over, back, Jaramillo on front, and Bartholomew lays on top of it. Have a night, young man, as Bartholomew saves it. Keeps this game a 1-1 game.
And that is exactly what Metro State wants to do on the power play. They want to whip that puck east to west as quickly as possible, catch CSU puck watching, and then open up that one-timer on the back door and essentially get themselves an open net.
Miller over to Calarola. Looks across, he was there but blocked. Takes a shot, great save Bartholomew. 38 seconds left on the 5-on-3 advantage. Calderola skating into the left circle, looks back. Sam Miller over to his D partner, Tillinghast, and he scores! Bartholomew had his glove, but it trickled over, and Metro State takes the 5-on-3 opportunity. It's now a 2-1 game, Roadrunners, and that one hurts for CSU. Luke Hansen, Aiden Schmidt, the first penalty will take. So 5-on-4, Metro State for the next minute 29. And you do not want to fall behind 3-1 if you're a CSU.
And that is so tough because Bartholomew read it. He knew where Tillinghast wanted to take that shot, low glove side. I think he may have even gotten a piece of it, Sean. He just couldn't keep all of it out. And Tillinghast continues to be a weapon on the power play. Puts Metro State in front, and they've still got over a minute to work on the man advantage again.
Metro State set it up. Tillinghast, the goal scorer, sends it over. Calderola will set up, sends it down. Miller will let it go behind the net. Blocked there by Carlton. Tries to send it out, but it's blocked. Aiden Schmidt. And a whistle here. A hand pass. So face-off coming up outside of CSU's zone.
9th goal of the year for Tillinghast. His 4th on the power play. Talk about that weapon. He leads the team in power play goals now. And again, it was just quick east to west passing for Metro State. Creates the opportunity, space above the circle, and when a guy's scoring as much and as well as Tillinghast is, you don't want to give him that kind of space.
Tyler Shawns wins the faceoff back for CSU. And Jaramillo sends the puck down. Vaughn fights for it at the point. Good keep in there for a moment. Metro State will look to begin again. Soren Bredesen.
Great work at the line again by Kunkel. That's the second time in as many penalty kills. And he's just had an active stick right at the blue line. That time it was Tyler Shawns. And that's what you have to do if you're CSU. You got to prevent this Roadrunner offense from setting up around the perimeter.
CSU cannot afford to take another goal, power play goal for the Roadrunners. Bredesen at the top sends it over. Clift takes a shot over. Jaramillo dangles around. Back to Bredesen. Takes a shot in front, and that's whistle wide. Clearing attempt is kept in by Bredesen. And out of the box, a foot race here, 2-on-1. A shot there that's whistled wide. Tyler Kunkel was all alone in the front, trying to spin around, and he sends it just far wide.
And the unfortunate thing there for Kunkel and the Rams is you saw he just might not have been comfortable on the backhand. Tried to wheel that around.
And a turnover here, shot, saved by Bartholomew. A bad pass in CSU zone almost costing them another goal. Sat on the front. Vaughn tried to skate it out of trouble. I cut you off there, partner. I apologize.
No, that's the nature of the beast, right? A turnover right below the circles. Another point-blank save by Bartholomew. And, again, he's giving his team a chance. And, here the fourth line going to work on the forecheck for the Roadrunners again.
Out to the D point. Sixth shot from the circle. The puck laid there. Bartholomew tried to cover up. It's still out of play. Now we'll hit the net, and we'll get a face-off coming up. 7:07 left in the second period. The Roadrunners up 2-1. A power play goal. Jackson Tillinghouse, with his 9th goal, gets the Roadrunners up by 1. So both teams getting fresh bodies on. Jackson O'Brien for CSU to take the defensive zone face-off. Metro State, CSU collects it, sent it out in a foot race here. Tafoya will win the race, will bring it back, swines it around. And O'Brien pinches up in the corner. The puck lays out in the center. And CSU collects it. And a tripping penalty coming up for Metro.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a knee-on-knee collision, and that is a no-go, as Charlie Benish is the guilty party, so he'll get an all-expenses-paid 2-minute vacation in the sin bin. And for the 4th time tonight, Sean, it's a power play for Colorado State, and this has been their best offense. They made their power play count last time around, right? Sleds found the back of the net, tied the game up. You're looking for something similar here if you're the Rams.
A big opportunity here. Jackson O'Brien will take the offensive zone face-off. CSU on their 4th power play. They're 1 for 2 for now. And one right up here. Shot off the post. And sent up. Trevino with a great shot from the top of the circle. Shot it on the top left of the goal and just bounced off the crossbar. A great early look for the CSU power play.
Cannot ask for a better look off the face-off than that.
O'Brien again on the face-off. Metro State will win this. It's Sam Miller. Up, but not out. Kept in. Trevino sends it over for O'Brien. Has to kick it. Great move and keep it in. Over back to Trevino. Takes a shot. Saved by Metro State goaltender. Apologize. Trevino sends it up too far, and Outman will have to chase the puck. A foot race here. Speed of Colorado chases, and Outman collects the puck. But Colorado's looking, not giving him any time to think.
No. Calderola is one of the best two-way forwards in the conference, and man, he's going to go after you shorthanded.
Right there, a good effort from the D zone. He comes all the way back and pushes off the CSU man off the puck. And it's the CSU faithful here cheering on their team as they're down 1 goal in this matchup. Metro's able to clear it. That puck goes out. Yeah. So a face-off coming here.
They've got the short glass over on the scorer's box and the penalty boxes, and that nearly was the cause of a decapitation down there. Get some helmets on those guys.
Aiden Schmidt here to take the face-off for CSU. Wins there for a moment. And bumped off. Metro's able to clear. Carlton will have to give chase. Send it off through the net. Schmidt skates through the zone. Able to get around one. Sends it in the corner. Behind the CSU net. Or Metro net. Sends it up. Cornett. And ringing around Sleds. Lost where the puck was. It goes out, and Metro State's able to clear. 32 seconds left on the man advantage. Only one good chance so far. Trevino's shot that went off the crossbar, and Carlton will send it up. Aiden Schmidt with a good move in, fighting for the puck, and he gets hipped off the puck. And Metro State will clear the puck again. A great pass to McLeod, and McLeod looking to make some work. Spins around, a great move pass. McLeod with some moves, and that's off the post. Wow, McLeod with some dangle, some dazzle. He couldn't finish. Well, he couldn't beat the post. And CSU was off the man advantage. Almost went down 3-1 with some great moves. by McLeod.
You know, sometimes we would call that $1 move, and we'll upgrade that. We'll call that a 50-cent finish because he hit the goalpost. But, I mean, McLeod did everything right there on that sequence, and here we sit, 4.5 minutes to go in the second period, Sean. And, you know, again, we talked about it at the end of 20 minutes. If you're down 1, that's not the worst place in the world if you're CSU, but, man, you really want to try and get that equalizer before you hit that third period.
Jones looks to win the faceoff. They do. Vaughn keeps it in. And the puck very nicely brought out by Metro State. Solkes send it up. And CSU will skate through the zone. Too far from in, so Metro State will take over and drop it down. Vaughn on the puck.
Well, and you wonder if CSU, I mean, they're so insistent on playing physical. You wonder if that's, again, in the first meeting of the year, if that's thrown off this Metro State offense just a touch, because Bartholomew has been excellent, but they just haven't really been able to generate a whole lot offensively.
And a dangerous shot there as CSU was trying to skate out of the zone, but left the puck for a Metro State forward. And a shot there sent wide. The CSU sets it up. The puck will come out. Solkes giving chase for the puck. 3:36 left in the first period. A turnover here. Cliff on the puck with a move, and he scores. Matthew Cliff puts the Roadrunners up 3-1 with 3 minutes and 31 seconds left. Was able to get around the defenseman and just roofs it top shelf over the Bartholomew.
Yeah, Cliff pickpockets a Ram in the defensive zone and tried to get a little too cute coming out of your own end. And instead of having all the makeup all done up when you're on your way to prom or going out on the town, as it were, it all got washed away because you cried.
And a little bit too early for the Christmas season, but the ghost of Christmas past creeping up for CSU as these bad turnovers in the defensive zone leading to Metro State goals. And now a 3-1 game faces the CSU. Not a horrible deficit to climb.
Yep. 2-goal lead is the most dangerous lead in hockey.
And a shot here outside of the net. Outman fighting off. And a collision there sends Metro into the net. Charlie Kraus crashes into Bartholomew as he gets sandwiched between two CSU defenders. And the net comes off its moorings, so we'll redo the faceoff.
And here's I think the hard part if you're the green and gold right now. Realistically, like we played 37 minutes here tonight, Sean. That's probably the first real bona fide mistake, I think, that I would say an open play that the Rams have made tonight, and Cliff was able to capitalize. And that's just what happens when you play a team that's as good as the Roadrunners are. The 7-7 record the Metro State came in with, a bit misleading. They played some tough opponents this year, and that accounts for the 7-7 record, but they have been borderline unbeatable in conference play.
And your goaltender, Caleb Bartholomew, is giving you chances, but and a shot here that's off the crossbar, a fire drill in the CSU zone, almost costing them another goal as this one just sent off the crossbar into the netting as Metro State was looking for the 4th goal of the night.
Well, and we talked about it at the end of the first period. You don't want to start looking at the clock and thinking about how do we get this to the intermission, how do we hang around. I think for Colorado State, you just have to focus on continuing to play your game. And again, 3-1, you've still got a lot of time here offensively to try and lift your way back into the game. It's just staying firm in your own defensive zone, covering lanes, keeping track of your assignments, and, man, you've got to get the puck out at the first time of asking.
The move there kept Metro State in the zone for a bit. O'Brien's able to skate it out. One-on-one. O'Brien takes a shot, easily gloved by Loeffler. And the offensive zone faceoff for CSU. Giving you a chance. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the second period.
If you're Colorado State right now, no shot is a bad shot. You put the puck on goal, you force Loeffler to make saves, and you never know what you can generate on rebounds.
Aiden Schmidt loses the faceoff there, but he comes in and pitches in. Puck's behind the net. Sleds, the goal scorer for CSU's out in front. The puck was there. He's blocked away, and Sled keeps fighting for the puck.
And he's had an excellent
And Sled turns around. A shot that was blocked off the skate, sent wide. So CSU with some zone pressure now. Loeffler comes out to play the puck. And a little bit too far wide. And he's able to get past Metro State on a break. McLeod on the puck with a shove. And a shot. And a goal.
That was
Henry Fleck. How do you do?
And man, what a shot from Fleck. I think it was in it the first time of asking. Metro State punched in the rebound anyway. And the Metro State fans love it.
And Metro State faithful on their feet for the goal that they just witnessed. Coming into the zone, one-on-one, you just push your guy on the ground, get out of my way, and roofs that shot over Bartholomew. It's now 4-1.
Man.
What an impressive goal-scoring performance by that man there.
And for Fleck, I mean, you love when guys get on the board. Fleck, first point of the year, first goal of the year.
And a dangle move here, and a shot, and another goal by Metro State. Soren Bredesen able to collect the puck and just sends it back.
Yeah, Bredesen just about untrapped half of the CSU blue line, and they're going to have to take a timeout. 2 goals in just 8 seconds for the visitors. And, man, you want to talk about turning one topsy-turvy on its head right away. That'll do it. Man, 3-1 becomes 5-1, lickety-split.
And the timeout taken here. And what was a 1-1 game early on this period has quickly got away from the Rams as Metro State has fine chances and they're pouring it on for the home team. Just, this is where you start to see cracks in the skill level, just the mental preparedness and the toughness. And props to Brady Reynolds just preparing his team night in and night out, getting his team ready no matter any of the adversities that his teams face. And early on, a 1-1 game easily could have been 2-1 off of that post from Trevino, and just the goal scoring ability for Metro finally breaking through Bartholomew, just showing it just the tilt on the ice so far.
Well, and to your point, you think about the opportunities that have been almost for Colorado State tonight, right? You talk about Trevino hit the bar. O'Brien had a chance in front on the power play. Kunkel had that spinning forehand shot that he just couldn't quite put on goal. And man, sometimes those are the breaks, right? It's 50-50 bounces. Colorado State hasn't gotten them offensively. They've created them, but they just haven't gotten them. And on the flip side, man, say what you want about the scoreline, but just a couple of phenomenal individual efforts from Soren Bredesen and Henry Fleck to push Metro State further ahead. And man, you got to look at it for Colorado State and think, man, we played a phenomenal 37 minutes, and we've had a really rough 10 seconds or so.
And for the home side, the big Mountain Hockey Conferences has teams that really, to the minute details of the game, that they will punish mistakes and they will make you feel those mistakes. CSU, a 11-3 thrashing from the DU Pioneers a couple weeks ago, a little similar of the mistakes that were shown, leaving their goalies out to dry, and Brady Reynolds and his Metro squad is not going to let those mistakes slide over and over as they're showing in this second period.
And here you go, CSU trying to break out of their own zone. They've got an opportunity here, 4-on-3 developing. Just unable to, again, get that on a clean entry.
And Metro State has skated out. Play here, so CSU takes a quick shot, and that puck fluttered, but it's sent away. Good defensive play there. Brody Ingersoll was able to swat it away, and a quick break here sends it out in front. Not able to get a shot on for Jensen from Metro State. Puck battle here, sent over here, and Outman will take the puck, but look out. Cotterolo is going to sneak up, but CSU is able to keep the puck. Ingersoll, 5-4 into the center zone. And watch out, Tillinghouse here, a 3-on-1 from Metro State. Tillinghouse takes a shot, he scores! A 3-on-1, a pretty passing play, and Tillinghouse gets his second goal of the night.
And that is the kind of thing that can kill you in the period of the long change. Colorado State got through the neutral zone. They rushed a change, and they got caught 3-on-1 on the other end. And Tillinghast double digits on the year, double dips in the period. And Metro State, 3 goals in a minute 20. And Calderola picked up a penalty on the sequence.
So 9 seconds left in the second period. What was a 1-1 game is now a 6-1 game for Metro State. Calderola, Tillinghouse in the box.
It's Calderola who was in the box.
And so another carryover power play for CSU going into the third period. And the CSU faithful that came to watch start filing towards the exits as another disappointing period has gotten away from the Rams, and Outman lays a hit in the corner as the second period comes to the end. A minute 50 left in the penalty for Calderola for the CSU Rams, but 6-1 for Metro State as the goal scorers night continues for Metro as they pile up the goals for the second period.
And, man, Sean, I tell you, I don't even know how much I would say that was a bad period for Colorado State. That was a bad 3 minutes there at the tail end. I mean, we were talking over midway through the second period. It was a 2-1 game. And, you get that insurance goal for Metro State, making it 3-1 as Henry Fleck found the back of the net. And then it was like the floodgates opened, right? 3 goals in the final 90 seconds of the period. And this is a whole different hockey game that Colorado State's going to head into the intermission with than they thought they were about 5 minutes ago.
And a gut-wrenching fielding for Bartholomew and the Blairs, as for the most part of the first period and the second, you were right there in that game. Yep. You were going blow for blow, and Metro State unforgiving on the turnovers and the mistakes that you present to them.
Yep.
And they showed there that if the opportunity presents, they're going to take it. And CSU learns the hard way. They'll take it into the period, and they'll work on the things going forward in the third period. Start out strong with the power play and hopefully can notch one there and begin a long climb in a 6-1 deficit.
Hey, you put it perfectly, Sean. It's a long climb, but you've got almost a full power play when you come back for the third period. And so now it's hit reset, it's hit refresh, and just wipe that last 3 minutes out and come out strong for the third.
Second period action comes to a close. 6-1 Metro State over CSU. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back for the third period of this matchup. with the equalizer. CSU ties this game up 1-1.
And that
transition into CSU zone, blocked off the side, and quick 2-on-1 developing. Sleds again. Moments ago, he looks, slides, takes a shot, he scores! Cotter Sleds with the equalizer. CSU ties this game up.
And man, what a shot from Fleck. I think it was in it the first time of asking. Metro State punched in the rebound anyway. And the Metro State fans love it. And man, what?
It up. The puck will come out. Soquez giving chase for the puck. 3:36 left in the first period. A turnover here. Cliff on the puck with a move, and he scores. And a dangle move here, and a shot, and another goal by Metro State. And watch out, Tillinghouse here, a 3-on-1 for Metro State. Tillinghouse takes a shot, he scores! A 3-on-1. Welcome back to the Epic Ice Center here in Fort Collins, Colorado. Second periods have gone, 1 period remaining in this matchup. CSU, Brendan, face quite a deficit.
Yeah, 6-1 Metro State, and we talked about it before we went to break, Sean. The scoreline doesn't tell the story through 40 minutes. Colorado State hung with Metro State. They were down 1-0 after the first. They tied the game early in the second period thanks to a Sledge power play goal. Metro State took the 2-1 lead, and then the floodgates opened. 3 goals in the final 90 seconds, and that's made the scoreline a little bit more lopsided. But the flip side is Colorado State will have nearly a full power play to start this third period. And, man, if you're going to start the long climb, you got to start it early.
Richard Claplow probably told us that to his team. Hey, guys, you have the power play. Let's get one early, and let's start this climb back. For Brady Reynolds, got to be really impressed with his team right now so far in the 2 periods of play. Maybe not the first period coming into your game, but the second period likes what he sees.
Yeah, and I think here, if you're Metro State, I think what you want to do is you want to stay disciplined. You want to protect Patrick Loeffler. You don't want to give up any soft goals. And I don't think you're going to be, shot out of a cannon looking for offense. If you're the Roadrunners here, you'll take it if you can get it. But it's certainly not going to be something where we saw in the second period. They were very, very aggressive on the blue line, especially when CSU was trying to move the puck on the perimeter. I don't think we'll see that same level of pursuit from the Red, Navy, and Cream here to start the third.
Tillinghast with 2 goals in that period. Bredson, Fleck, Jaramillo, all goal scorers for the blue and red for the Metro Roadrunners. And CSU on the power play. 1:44 left on their man advantage. And Metro State doing well to clear it off. Tillinghast with a shot off the side of the net. Why not?
Hey, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
And Metro State doing a good job holding possession early on, killing off this penalty. We're playing keep away from the CSU Rams. And the puck here finally goes over to Cornett rather, and sends it back. Pressure here, Metro. And Cornett falls to his feet, head up. Could have been a big on-ice collision. Cornett with the puck at center ice. Sends it over to his D partner Carlton, and he skates it over. Drops the pass over. Kunkel. And Carlton with the puck will take a shot, blocked out of play. The face-off coming in Metro State zone.
And to your point about that possible check in the neutral zone, Metro State is not going to turn down playing physical. Obviously, we've seen that here tonight, but that's not really their MO. And so for them, it's really about using the speed, moving the puck, and creating space. And I think in the first 40 minutes, what you saw is CSU kind of dragged the Roadrunners down into that physical game. And once Metro State was able to use that high forecheck, use the speed to get around the physical presence from Colorado State, you saw that scoreline start to open up correspondingly.
35 seconds left in the CSU power play, kept in here by Vaughn. Back to Vaughn, skated through. A good moves for Vaughn. Sends it behind the net, couldn't pull the trigger. Back to O'Brien. And O'Brien with the shot out in front, the puck lays there. Vaughn wasn't able, back in front, comes out to Metro, and they're able to go for a skate. McLeod tries to dump it in. CSU cleans up the puck.
Great play by Sulkus there. McLeod wanted to find Cliff on that little seam pass. Sulkus used the skate, took it away, and prevented a shorthanded breakaway.
Power play over for CSU. Metro's back at full strength. And Sulkus will send the puck out over to Sleds, the goal scorer for CSU. Metro State will collect in their own zone. CSU trying to pinch down, trying to get Sleds get knocked to the ground. And Metro will skate it out. Brandhorst with a shot. Bartholomew pads it away, and could have been a 2-on-2. Schmidt, puck a little too far of a stick, so Metro will collect in his own zone.
Brandhorst is a very reliable two-way center for this Roadrunners side. Anchors that checking line. He's been very quiet tonight on both sides of the puck, which, depending on your perspective, is either a good thing or it just means he's doing his job because he hasn't stood out one way or another.
Outman in his own zone. sends a pass, and they're able to get it out and dumped into the Metro zone. No icing here. Lalifer will play the puck, and he will send it back into the zone. Metro State playing the slow game, not in a rush to get on the scoreboard. They want to keep the puck, kill this clock, get the bus warmed, and head back over to Westminster. And Altman will skate this puck into the blue. Over a good move, drags it to his back, takes behind, sends it out in front. A good block there. And another whistle here. The net comes off its mooring.
And a little bit more here to start this third period, Sean. We're seeing CSU trying to drive the puck deep, get it out from underneath that Roadrunner net, sending that forward to the back post to try and get that backdoor look. And ironically enough, hey, if you like an idea, might as well take it and make it your own, because that was what Metro State had success on in the second period.
And to CSU's credit, their puck has been there tonight. They're not able to get the chances to put it away. Good defensive sticks by Metro State all night to clear the puck in the zones, get their goaltender away from trouble, and it's helped Metro throughout the night. CSU keeps it in. Slaw tries to take it around the net. The puck lays there, covered up by Loeffler. So faceoffs will come into the Metro State. And to your point earlier, the difference in this game early on before the offensive surge was to play in front of the net. Who was going to be able to be the more grittier, just fierce, the physical team in the zone to clear out these pucks? In Metro State so far has shown that they can put their nose down. They'll do the dirty work, clear the zone for the goaltender, and make it easier for them.
Well, and even here, right, Colorado State's got sustained offensive pressure. They've got a couple of offensive zone faceoffs out of it, but the Roadrunners have effectively kept them to the perimeter. They've kept them on the walls, and that's what you want to do in your own defensive zone, because realistically, you're not going to get a great shot if you're hugging the half wall and you're at the blue line.
Another offensive zone face-off for the Rams. Metro State was able to win and clear it out to the center of the ice. Tillinghast skated back to his own zone, sent it out for McLeod. McLeod over for Miller. Miller skates in the zone. Carlton there for him, bumps it off the puck, sends it out, but Metro State's going to keep it in, dumps it down. It's played with the high stick, so CSU can't touch up. O'Brien, stick there, so face-off coming up in CSU zone.
Yeah, and for all of the offensive success that the visitors have had tonight, 5-on-5, that number one line, McLeod, Calderola, and Tillinghast, hasn't generated anything together, right? Tillinghast had the power play goal. He finished off a 3-on-1, but he was out there with kind of a grab bag of line mates. And so I think, this could be trouble.
Miller over the Cliff. Cliff already with a goal in this game. Sent down. Now Cliff will give chase. Vaughn for CSU over there, pinched down. CSU can collect the puck and send it out. Too far for O'Brien, so he'll come to the stick of Miller. He'll keep his own, skate behind the protection of his net, and Miller will skate out the puck.
And you know, we talk about it a bit this year. The scary part for Metro State.
It's out in front, and a backhander sent wide. 3-on-3, but Cliff was able to get it on net. And the puck lays there. CSU sends it out. Vaughn tip it out, and CSU will collect it in their zone.
The Roadrunners have two defensive units that could be everybody else's number one. You see Soren Bredesen, he's out there alongside Sam Miller, and then you've got Ethan Koskelainen. I mean, just so many weapons.
And Bredesen here with the score. 3-on-1. Dangles past the first one, gets it to his stick and sends it above. Bartholomew, what a goal. Bredesen with his second of the night. That is two Roadrunners in this game with 2 goals. And this score becomes 7-1. A phenomenal move in the zone. Gets it to his stick and above Bartholomew's glove.
What was that I was just saying about Soren Bredesen being a weapon at the blue line? And once again, dangles in, backhand to forehand, smooth and silky as you like. And Bredesen doubles up on the night.
His second goal in the game coming in spectacular fashion. Draped with 3 CSU defenders around him. And he made it look easy, Brendan.
Yeah, I wish I could possess whatever the broadcasting equivalent of that kind of skill is. That's what I want.
Brandhorst sent this puck in the corner, collected there. Metro State doing well to keep the puck in. Outman for CSU will clear it out over to Taylor. Taylor looking to dangle pass, bumped off nicely by Bredesen, the aforementioned goal scorer. Having a great night, impact for both defensively. As puck sent is offside, Metro can't touch up, so CSU will hold the puck, taken behind the net. Trevino, great opportunity in the second period. It's off the power play, off the crossbar. What could have made this game a 2-1 game, or rather tie up the game 2-2. Off the crossbar, and Metro State hasn't looked back since. CSU in there. Schmidt falls down, no call there. And Metro State will take it out in the zone.
And I think the thing that you want to do right. Oh,
what a hit over in the corner there. Physicality in this game hasn't been as noticeable throughout. Couple of hits, but a chance out in front. Oh, and what a dangle there between the legs move. A great save by Bartholomew.
Gamble going for a little bit of extra sauce there at the top of the blue paint.
And why not, Brendan? Why not? With the game, try a little, little B button on the Xbox controller there. Try those a couple times in practice, and then players dream about doing it in a real game. Great save by Bartholomew. And now Metro State will be on the power play. Carlton going to the box. It's a 7-1 game. Goal scored by Bredesen just moments ago. Phenomenal effort. And now Metro State has a chance to run the score up.
Well, and this is where, for Metro State, you start looking at the ACHA West Region rankings. Now, your strength of schedule factors into it, your goal difference factors into it, but they stop that goal difference factor at 7. That is the max. And so if you're Brady Reynolds here, you're probably looking for one more goal and then button up defensively to get that max goal difference to improve your ranking.
The shot here was a wide over the net. And to your point, I'm talking to Brady Reynolds about his team and about the strength of schedule and what he's doing for his guys to prepare for the conference playoffs, and ultimately just wanting to make sure that his guys are up to par with the challenge that they're going to face later. Good practices early on. As you mentioned, 7-7, their records, it shows more that he wants this challenge for his team. He wants this game experience, the on-ice reps, to prepare his team later on for a deep run later in the season.
Yeah, they've gone and they played Concordia in Wisconsin. They'll travel to Liberty. They've taken a Montana trip, same as CSU, as Tillinghast swing and a miss on the 1T. Well, they've certainly challenged themselves in the early going, and now for them it's a matter of buttoning down in conference, taking care of business as Miller's unable to hold the zone, and CSU's going to hurry a change.
Colin Roller with a shot off the post, his second post of the night, where the scoring comes easy from his other teammates. He cannot buy a goal for tonight. The goal post, his worst enemy so far.
That was a nifty little toe drag, a quick snapshot, ping the near goal post.
10 seconds left on the man advantage for Metro State. Couple chances here, and a shot there, and a goal for Metro State, their 8th of the night. That's Matthew Cliff with his first goal of the night.
I think it might have been, looks like, is that Brandhorst going through the handshake gauntlet?
Jackson Brandhorst with a snapshot in the top of the circle, gets it past Bartholomew, and now an 8-1 game for the Metro State Roadrunners. And give them opportunities on the power play, and a very sound unit. You've seen multiple chances tonight. You had Colorado with the post moments ago, and this team just firing on all cylinders on all levels of the ice. A very impressive performance, top to bottom. Their special teams, the defense, and just all the way around impressive performance for the Metro State Roadrunners.
Well, and we talked about it at the top of the telecast, Sean, that, there are a lot of guys on both of these sides that the last time they got together, Colorado State bested Metro on Roadrunner ice, got the Tivoli Cup, won the conference championship, and memories are long. And so I think here tonight, Metro State trying to put together another statement. And for Colorado State, I think the challenge is going to be you really have to keep finding the positives in the opening 35 minutes here tonight. And man, sometimes when you're just playing a team that's as deep as the Roadrunners are, it's just a matter of time.
A shot here. Bredson looking for his third goal of the night. And barring a miracle scoring surge from the CSU Rams, it looks like they're going to drop this one and go 0-12 on the season and 0-8 in conference play. On the other hand of that, Metro State will be going 6-1 in their conference play in the Big Mountain Conference. And a pass here stretches a little bit too far as Margolis out in front, a shot that's saved. And just chances after chances for this Roadrunner team. And Bartholomew, and ultimately, Brendan, that right there may have summed up CSU's night. Outman falling behind his net.
Well, and you're starting to see a little bit of fatigue here for the Rams down the stretch as we approach that 9-minute mark. Metro State has been able to roll their lines consistently throughout 60 minutes, and the guys just look a little bit fresher right now. Klapko's had a bit of a shorter bench at times because Colorado State has had so many power play opportunities. Their top guys saw a lot of ice in the opening 2 periods.
Trevino tries to dangle around a couple of Metro State. Wasn't successful to it over here. Kraus will win the race and break it down the corner. Cornett treasure in here to pass in the middle. And Trevino will dump it out. And it'll go over to Miller.
It's sorry, I was going to say it's our first time on the Blue Ring since they've made the renovations here. They have an actual press well here up at the front with short glass and everything. So kudos to the city of Fort Collins for fixing that up, making it a nice little perch for us here tonight.
And Metro State in their own end will skate it out. Kostelikin, oh my goodness. Sentences are hard, Brendan.
It's the third period for everybody, Sean. That is broadcasters included.
Cornett behind his net tries to get it out, but good forward check here by Metro State to keep it in. Carlton swings it around. Sled's there, the goal scorer for CSU. Bumps it out, back over to Metro. Miller dumps it down, come over to Cornett. He'll send it over. And CSU will dump it down. And Carlton looks to get past one. Miller takes him down to the ground. And it's slow to get up for Carlton. It went awkward into the boards as Colorado dangles around. Good defensive play there by Solquez. Get it off of Cordola's stick. Bredesen skates it in. You know he wants that third one and just it falls it down.
Look out.
Colorado takes a shot, skips over the net. Kept in here by Metro State. And it could have been a break here. The puck didn't listen to the stick. And CSU will skate it in. And the puck will come out over to Sean's. Sean's in the corner. The puck will go over to Vaughn. Vaughn at the blue line. Tries to deke around McLeod. Sends it down. Sean's waiting behind the net. Fighting there for possession. Bredesen takes it off and will send it up. And Metro State can begin their breakout. Over to Calderola. Tries to dangle around run. Vaughn, good stick there. And the pass for Kunkel goes a little bit too up. And Sean's back with the puck. Great shot. Patted away by Loeffler. One of the few shots he's seen this period.
Look out.
And the ref falls here. The shot is for Metro State. Back in the corner.
And we saw something similar in the second period, Sean, where we've gone 5 minutes without a whistle. We had a stretch of 6 minutes in that second period.
And a shot here. Sends out. Tafoya at the blue line. Skates around Kunkel. Tafoya holds on the puck. He'll take a shot. A great save by Bartholomew with his left shoulder. And Outman fighting forward in the corner. Knocks his man to the ground. And an elbow here. O'Brien takes it out. Sends it up for Kunkel. And Kunkel will drop it down over to Trevino. A little too far for a moment. But Trevino gets possession of the puck. Fighting for it. Over for O'Brien. He takes a shot. Blocker decided by Loeffler.
Looked like one of the goaltenders of old in the 80s. The stand-up
Look out here. Speedy Cliff trying to get around, almost with the backhand. Cliff, goal scorer tonight. Outman's able to collect the puck behind his net. And this pass is stretched out. And Metro State collects the puck and will send it out again. 5:15 left in the third period. 8-1 Metro State over the CSU Rams. Metro State will take a shot from the point. Gloved here by Bartholomew. And we will take a face-off in CSU zone.
And that was Koskelainen with that effort. He's more the stay-at-home defenseman on that pairing with Sam Miller. A little bit of offense, defense on that unit. And so he's one of those guys that if he can activate from the point, he's got a good shot when he uses it. But again, he's more the guy that's going to cover you defensively. Sam Miller's the one that normally surges forward.
So Sled sends a pass over to Bishop. Bishop sending it out in front. But it doesn't make it over there. Bishop still fighting for the puck. And a stretch pass. Gamble with the nifty move earlier on between the legs. Calls offsides, and the puck will come out into the red center dot. 4:42 left in the third period.
And we talked about it off the top, Sean. These two teams hadn't met coming into tonight this year. They're going to see a lot of each other. They'll play on December 6th. They'll play on December 13th. Both of those games we'll have right back here on Price Productions, the home of Colorado State hockey.
Hansen here with the puck, skated in. Metro will clear it out. Carlton will give chase. Served his back. Nearly dangerous pass over to Kunkel. Swing and a miss. Tried to get over it to Bishop, or Slaw rather. And Metro State will fire this into the zone. Carlton on the puck. And the corner swinging around for his D partner, Cornett. And he'll skate it out. Over to Kunkel. Going for a skate. Dumps it in on net. No problem for Loeffler. And he'll cover up.
And that's a shot on goal. So that'll help the save percentage for Loeffler, who we talked so much about Bartholomew tonight for CSU. But, man, Patrick Loeffler, again, didn't see anything in the opening 9 minutes. Had to deal with a lot of power play action in the second. And it's really, on the other side of it, he's allowed Metro State's offense time to get cooking. Didn't put them in an early hole. And here it's an 8-1 game. And that's what goaltending can do for you.
Well, as I said, the best penalty kill unit on the team is your power play. Here's a 2-on-1 development here for Metro. A shot and a save, Bartholomew.
Yeah, that 2-on-1 was a little bit slow developing. To your point, Sean, McLeod really only had the shot. Tillinghast was arriving, but it was going to be late. That pass would have been tough to hit that trailer.
That is my point for the penalty. Your best penalty killer always starts with your goaltender. And when he was called onto it, Loeffler made the saves that he needed. One 2-on-1 opportunity, the Sleds buried. But other than that, the goaltender answering the call for what he needs for his team. And it all starts there. And a slow night, sometimes I can get goaltenders, it could be a cold. I'm trying to figure it out what I'm trying to say. It could be a hard. You get a little bit cozy, a little comfy, and the next thing you know, a couple shots, you can go in the net, and suddenly you're talking about a different game. So as a goaltender, how are you staying mentally into the game? Your team is winning the time of possession in the zone, and it takes one quick rush or a quick shot, and you caught by surprise. So incredible job by Loeffler tonight. Keep staying in there, keeping his team in it when it was close early on.
Well, and to your point, Colorado State 1 for 5 on the power play tonight. And that, as you mentioned, it starts with your goaltending. And on the other side, here's Metro State, right? They're up 7. They're still digging away for that loose puck behind the net. Colorado State finally getting some freedom, but just no lanes developing from the point.
Vaughn there sends it over. Schmidt trying to tip it on net. And look at Calderola. Used everywhere on the night. He hasn't been up on the score sheet, but the presence that man has felt, forechecking, back-checking, first on the puck, the shots that he's putting on the net, hasn't been able to beat the goalpost, has beat the goaltender. Just the effects when you aren't seeing the results on the score sheet, you're getting the goals. You can add so much more for a player with your forechecking, with the defense. And the younger guys seeing that it takes that no shifts off mentality. You're up 7, and he's still being that presence for CSU, not giving them any breaks, not giving any of that. And that's the kind of performance that makes the difference in the playoffs, Brendan, that you want those guys that could pull a team up from his bootstraps. You start mentally being fatigued. You start physically feeling it. When you see that guy, it's very inspirational and what a team needs to push deeper in the playoffs.
And that's senior leadership, Sean. I mean, this is a guy who's played over 100 games in a Roadrunner jersey, and he's done absolutely everything for Brady Reynolds in his program that you could have asked. And to your point, it's an 8-1 game. And when you're senior, your scorer is the guy that's out there forechecking everything. That is an example of what a program means. And on the flip side, right, you look at what Richard Klapko and the Rams are trying to develop here. It's an 8-1 game. And they're out here hustling on the half wall. Sledge is still digging for pucks. They're still playing their game. And that's exactly the kind of foundation that you can keep building off of.
And it just goes a lot in the programs. You see the young players and they look and they're like, I want to be that.
Yep.
And unfortunately, the process, the grind, the practices and the trainings, the things that aren't fun, goal scoring is fun. The practicing for that and getting that discipline, there's a lot where people make and break in this sport. And Brendan, the players on Brady Reynolds' sides that show that grit and that toughness, it helps build that. And for CSU on that side, what they're working for as a program further on to get to that level and to get to that toughness, so forth, as we say.
Well, yeah, we talked about it, right? CSU's record, not where they want it to be, but man, this team lost so much from last year scoring-wise. They don't have Mason Martinez. They don't have Tyler Thendell. And they're really, in many ways, trying to rebuild again from the studs up. And this is the kind of thing where, yeah, you're not winning, but you're still out there digging away and playing hard in a 7-goal game. And that's what you want to see as a coaching staff. Bartholomew's still out there making saves, making life difficult for the opposition.
Just about a minute left in the third period. As CSU keeps fighting to the end. Trevino there fighting for the puck. Metro State will take it out. Flay loses the puck. And Schudelink gets knocked on the ice. And he's Tillinghouse, the 2-goal scorer tonight, looking for that third. The puck leg, good save by Bartholomew. Just under 35 seconds left in the period. And one final push for Metro State as the statement has been made. They have not forgot as Tillinghouse sends it out in front. A shot saved by Bartholomew. Colorado is still looking for that first goal. A little bit of frustration, a little tap on the ice as that save is gobbled up by Bartholomew. Well, overall, an outstanding performance by the visitors tonight as they come in and they take care of business against a team that's struggling to find the spark that it needs for the season. And there's a lot for the Rams to learn from this and all of the season as a great defensive play here. Carlton knocks off Tillinghouse off the puck. And that'll bring us to the last 5 seconds of the period.
Metro State will get themselves back above 500. They'll improve to 8-7. Loeffler gets the win here tonight. We talked about Colorado State still looking for win number 1. They're 0-12 on the year. And again, the scoreline ultimately doesn't flatter CSU. But, man, for 35 minutes tonight, this was a 1-goal game.
And as you mentioned, 2 more matchups between this team coming in December, on December 6th and December 13th. So these teams will get to know each other very well in the coming month. Final score, 8, Metro State, 1, CSU Rams, as the teams meet up in the center of the ice. Hockey handshakes, a great tradition on all levels, from the NHL all the way down to the lowest Pee Wee level.
Yeah, these guys, they play each other so much over the years. There's a lot of mutual respect. It's one of those things, Sean, where they play a hard 60 minutes, and then after the 60 minutes are over, handshakes aplenty. Plenty of these guys familiar. They grew up playing against each other, and so they'll go through the line. And for CSU, they'll try next time out to get back in the win column.
And a disappointing night for the CSU Rams as they do drop to 0-12 on this season. But more opportunities down the line. Brady Reynolds in the handshake as well as Richard Clapclough. And as the teams wrap up and give a salute, the Roadrunners faithful loved what they see tonight as they cheer the team on. Traveling well. And the few CSU faithful there supporting their team as they go off as well. Final score, 8-1. I'm Sean Rosenberger, Brendan Price alongside camera with Claire Kostelnik. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. With Price Production, we'll see you on the next time.